is Between the Lines, presented by Continental Diamond. I'm Tatum Everett alongside Ben Leber. The Vikings have finished their preseason, Ben. It's finally over. We've got real football games that matter on the horizon, but this one mattered for a lot of guys on the roster. Who impressed you in this one?
The guy that's probably the star of camp so far is Max Brosmer.
Right? How fun.
And it's not just because of all the Minnesota Gophers connection. Like, he legit has played so well. There's one particular play that I want to talk about, and that is the touchdown pass to Nesbitt. Because the anatomy of that play, where he sees a bunch of crowded guys at the line of scrimmage that they think that it looks like an all-out blitz. Well, what happens is they actually drop out two guys in the middle. They sort of faked it like they're going. So in his mind, he's like, okay, I'm going to see all-out blitz. I got to make this right read. What are the safeties doing? Well, then they drop the two guys out. And so he knew that route was coming behind those two dropping guys. And he actually put the ball on the backside shoulder of Nesbitt because had he led him, one of those guys may have tipped it or it would have been a knockout shot. So it's like that split-second decision to recognize the zone blitz, the zone droppers coming out of the line of scrimmage, knowing that he had that little skinny slant, but then still put the ball on the backside shoulder. It was like chef's kiss.
So I love that you did that because I'm visualizing it, I'm seeing it, and I'm thinking the whole time, what can a coach say about that, right? Like he sees that, and it's just this one play. What does that tell you about? I guess what's ahead of him? Well,
everything that we've heard about his mentality is like he's such a fast processor, and so I think for people at home, they're like, well, what's that look like?
Yeah,
that play. Yeah. That play right there can tell you everything when they say, like, oh, he's a fast processor. Like, he knows he can see all the things and make a quick decision and make the right decision and still throw the football where it needs to go accurately. That's processing. And, now he's done that with other plays, granted. They've seen it a lot in practice. But if you want an actual visual representation of what that looks like in this particular game, that was the play.
Okay, I'm going to try some fast processing here since I couldn't fill out that last question myself. Defensively, what stuck out to you about some of the guys that were getting bigger roles in this game?
I tell you what, early on, now the Titans played their number one offense and their number one defense. I thought early on we matched their physicality in the trenches. Now, that lasted for probably about a series and a half to two series. But early on, I'm like, look, we're matching that's their starters. And we don't have our starters in there. So I thought across the line, it just goes to show you like how deep we are. And we have such quality depth at the defensive line and across the front. I thought even our safeties were coming down and making some big hits. I thought Kobe King, there was a play where he was ultra aggressive. They pulled two guys on a perimeter play, two offensive linemen. Now, he came down and just waylaid one of the guys and just about made the play for a tackle for loss. But it just showed you the mentality that B-Flow has with these guys to be aggressive, be downhill. There's a reason why we were so good at stopping the run, and it starts with attitude. And the attitude is not just the starting guys; it's also the guys that back up. So I really enjoyed that, and I thought Levi had a great game.
Yes,
he really played well. He flashed later on in the game, especially with that sack. And it's when we talked to Kwesi in the third quarter, we asked him about Levi, and he's like, the game was slowing down to him early in camp. And he's like, that was a representation of what we're talking about. And, it was an inside chop move with his right hand. And then immediately he dipped that same shoulder and got underneath that guy and got skinny and got across him. Like, you weren't seeing that last year from him, And now you're seeing this like more of this natural pass rusher that has some tools to use in the game.
I talked to Levi Drake Rodriguez during camp, and he said it clicked in camp this time around, maybe a few weeks ago. And it is just really cool seeing that when that moment comes to them, it's like they just all figured it out, and then all the real talent and potential and all this athleticism is on display.
Yeah.
It's a really, really cool moment to see. Now, we are looking ahead to Monday Night Football, where we are going to see all of the starters. It is going to be kickoff to the 2025 campaign. After seeing these 3 preseason games, how do you think this team looks? I know it's hard because there haven't been a lot of starters.
Sure. Again, going back to maybe just what I was referencing about the defense,
Sure.
like I've seen some great, tremendous line play on both sides, offensive line controlling. And that was the other thing that, even in this game, I thought our reserves, our backups against their starters we controlled the line of scrimmage. There's several plays where Xavier Scott maybe just kind of plowed into the line. There maybe wasn't much of a hole. But what was everybody doing? They were going forward. There was like 3-4 yards on maybe what would have been possibly a negative play. The momentum and the leverage from the offensive line got them some positive yardage. So I think mentality-wise, we're in a great spot because we talk about all the time. You have to win the trenches. You have to win at the line of scrimmage. And if we're consistently doing that, we're giving ourselves a great chance to win ball games.
All right, we hope to see lots of wins this season.
Absolutely.
As we head into the regular season. That'll do it for the preseason versions of Between the Lines, but we will be back with you on September 8th.
Can't wait.
For the Bears game in Chicago, Monday
fun.
Night Football. Can't wait to see you Vikings fans out there.